Nikon just did something strange. The Z30 disappeared from store shelves across multiple regions. Silently. No announcement, no explanation. When a camera company clears inventory this quietly, something bigger is coming. Something that could shake up the creator camera market under $1,000. Welcome to Alt Buzz, where we decode the signals everyone else misses. Today we're diving into the Nikon Z30 II, a camera that doesn't officially exist yet, but is already making waves through leaked specifications, supply chain whispers, and insider sources. If even half of these rumors are true, we're looking at a camera that could redefine what vloggers and hybrid creators expect at this price point. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We bring you camera rumors before they hit the mainstream, and you don't want to miss what's coming next. October 2025. Two independent sources on Weibo post nearly identical information about a Nikon camera coded N2-214. Test units had already reached select reviewers, months before any official announcement. When two separate insiders confirm the same details independently, you pay attention. The specifications? Absolutely wild for a camera expected under $900. A 26-megapixel APS-C stacked backside illuminated CMOS sensor. Stacked sensor technology virtually eliminates rolling shutter. Smoother pans, cleaner handheld footage, professional-grade motion handling that was reserved for cameras costing 3 times as much. But that's just the beginning. The APS-C processor, the same computational brain powering Nikon's flagship Z9 and Z6 III. With that processing power, features that seemed impossible at this price point suddenly make sense. 4K video at 60 frames per second, oversampled from 6K. Sharper detail, less noise, better color. But here's the exciting part. 4K at 120 frames per second in crop mode. Silky slow motion for cinematic B-roll, recorded internally. Add 10-bit N-Log, HLG support, waveforms, zebras, focus peaking, and whispers of internal 12-bit ProRes RAW. The autofocus system is lifted straight from the Z9. Full subject detection for humans, animals, birds, vehicles, even airplanes. Eye autofocus that tracks subjects even when they turn away. This is artificial intelligence-driven tracking that predicts. For creators shooting solo or fast-moving subjects, this changes everything. Then there's the feature everyone's talking about. In-body image stabilization. 5-axis IBIS with 7.5 to 8 stops of shake compensation. The original Z30 had no stabilization. Now it might have better IBIS than some full-frame cameras, shooting handheld vlogs without a gimbal. Walking through a city, footage perfectly smooth. Burst shooting is equally impressive. 11 frames per second mechanical, 20 frames per second with continuous autofocus, and 40 frames per second electronic with locked focus. For hybrid shooters who occasionally need fast action, it's a dream. The body gets refined too. A fully articulating 3.2-inch touchscreen that's brighter and more responsive. A slightly taller grip from the Z50 for better handheld comfort. Full weather sealing for outdoor shoots. Even talk of an optional clip-on electronic viewfinder. Connectivity is modern. USB-C with power delivery for charging on the go, and 4K 30 frames per second webcam mode over USB. The battery is the ENEL27, delivering around 450 shots per charge, 30% better than the original. The price? $849 to $899, about $100 to $150 more than the original Z30. But considering the upgrades, stacked sensor, IBIS, APS-C, 4K 120, potentially the best value in its class. What's real versus hype? The APS-C processor, stacked sensor, IBIS, and 4K improvements appear in too many independent leaks to be fabricated. But exact 4K 120 quality, specifics of internal RAW recording, and exotic VLOG presets might be embellished. Camera rumors often blur wishful thinking and engineering reality. My prediction? If these specs hold, Nikon could announce at CES 2026 in January if competitors move first. More likely CP Plus 2026 in late February or early March, with units shipping March or April. If you're finding this valuable, subscribe and hit that notification bell. We're tracking every major camera leak, and the next few months will be packed with launches. Rewind to September 2025. Before detailed Weibo leaks, there were quieter signals. Supply chain sources in Asia started mentioning a Nikon DX camera with a stacked sensor and advanced processor. Orders for specific image sensors, shipments to Nikon's assembly partners. Timelines suggesting a first quarter 2026 launch. Patent filings surfaced in Japan dated May 2025. These described a compact DX format mirrorless body with stacked sensor design and integrated stabilization. Patent filings don't confirm production, but they confirm intent. Then came refurbished stock clearance. Nikon's outlets started offering refurbished Z30 kits at steep discounts, 30 to 40% off. Cameras don't vanish from inventory by accident. This is classic pre-launch behavior. Clear the old model, make room for the new one. What makes these leaks credible is consistency. Multiple independent sources, supply chain analysts, patent watchers, retail insiders, all pointed toward the same conclusion without coordinating. When data triangulates like that, it's rarely coincidence. My prediction? The Z30 II announcement will align with CP Plus 2026, giving Nikon a major stage to showcase the camera, alongside lenses and ecosystem updates. Shipping within 4 to 6 weeks, putting first units in creators' hands by late March or April. Before supply chains talked, before patents filed, there was chatter. Informed speculation from longtime Nikon users who watched the company's patterns for years. They noticed the Z30 aging without a refresh. They saw Nikon investing heavily in XPEED 7. They predicted the next entry-level DX camera would need more than a minor spec bump to compete with Sony's ZV-E10 Mark II and Canon's R50. Online communities on Reddit, DP review forums, and Nikon Discord servers built wish lists. XPEED 7 for better autofocus and video. A brighter, more responsive, fully articulating touchscreen. Better mic input and tally lamp. Some even hope for IBIS, though most considered it financially unlikely at this price. The big questions were video. Could Nikon deliver 4K 60 frames per second? 10-bit HDMI output? And the wildest hope, internal stabilization without pushing price above $1,000? Some early rumors were educated guesses based on Nikon's technology roadmap. Others were pure wishful thinking. But core predictions, XPEED 7, improved video, vlogger-friendly ergonomics, those were grounded in what Nikon needed to stay competitive. My prediction? If Nikon delivers IBIS and a stacked sensor at the rumored price, the Z30 II won't just compete in the sub-$1,000 vlogging market. It will dominate. For detailed spec comparisons, analysis, and access to future camera leaks, visit our website and join our membership. We publish in-depth breakdowns and exclusive insights beyond what fits in a video. Links in the description. Let's talk about why this camera matters beyond the spec sheet. There are 5 angles that make the Z30 II potentially transformative. First, the IBIS upgrade. 7.5 to 8 stops isn't just a number. It's the difference between needing a gimbal and shooting handheld with confidence. For travel vloggers and solo creators, that's a workflow revolution. Lighter bags, faster setups, fewer points of failure. Second, stacked sensor plus 4K 120. Nikon has never offered this under $900. It's a feature set reserved for prosumer hybrids just 2 years ago. That's not iteration, that's disruption. Third, artificial intelligence-driven autofocus from the Z9. Subject detection that works reliably changes how creators shoot. No missed focus during walk and talks. No hunting when subjects turn away. Computational photography that used to require flagship cameras, now an entry-level DX. Fourth, the refurbished stock clearance. Nikon doesn't clear inventory unless they're confident the replacement will sell. They're betting big. Fifth, price to performance ratio. If the Z30 II delivers 80% of these rumored features at $899, it will outclass the Sony ZV-E10 Mark II, Canon R50, and Fujifilm X-M5 in almost every meaningful category for video creators. The sub-$1,000 creator market is crowded. Sony, Canon, Fujifilm, they all have strong contenders, but none combine a stacked sensor, Z9 level autofocus, 4K 120, and 7+ stops of IBIS in one body at this price. The Z30 II isn't matching the competition, it's leaping past them. Which feature excites you most? IBIS, 4K 120, Z9 autofocus? Drop your thoughts in the comments. The Nikon Z30 II doesn't officially exist yet, but the evidence is overwhelming. Internal codes, supply chain leaks, patent filings, test units in reviewers' hands. If these specs are real, this camera redefines entry-level DX mirrorless. The announcement could come at CES 2026 in January or CP Plus in February. Either way, the sub-$1,000 camera market is about to change. Subscribe to Alt Buzz and turn on notifications. Visit our website for deeper analysis and join our membership. Links in the description, and if this brought you value, leave a super thanks to keep us chasing the next big leak. Thanks for watching. Stay curious, stay skeptical, and stay tuned.